Hello, and welcome to Field and Skylines. Let's play Farming Simulator 22 Court Farm. All right, we've advanced in November. Um, Quick recap before we get the day started. We basically bought and harvested some canola. We got that field. We did a potato contract, uh, and whatnot. And then I was experimenting with a mod that you could put bale storage inside of stuff, and I tried it, and it seemed to work. But then I couldn't take the bales out of it. It kept telling me not enough room, and the little landing area, like, there was enough room. So we lost a bunch of bales, but that's all right. It was mostly silage. We have some extra silage, just a little bit less for us to sell. Um, Lo and behold, we do have a tractor, but it is a big tractor, and I think this tractor, although um, I think this tractor is just too big for us. Like, once we deck it all out, we have enough we can buy it, but it's almost 400 horse. We don't need a 400 horsepower tractor on the farm. Okay. So what do we have to do? Well, that's an interesting question. Well, we don't have much to do work other than mulching, 38, 35, and we have to lime, 38 and 35. And of course we have to, you know, deliver goods and all sorts of things like that. So I will be doing a time lapse here of getting the milk moved and all that sort of stuff, picking up the wool and everything like that. And then I will get back to the fun stuff. See you in a bit. So the tasks are done. Now we have to sell our canola. Remember that canola we took out of that field we harvested? Um, this will help pay down some of the cost of that field, which will be nice. The price is pretty good, 13, I think it was at when I checked it. So 1,300 per thousand, 9,000, or so there's 9. So it's going to be about 9,000 and another, I don't know, 3,000, so 12,000. About $12,000 plus our environmental score add. That's not too bad. So hopefully take care of this, and then, like I said, those fields will need some mulching and liming. Not a whole lot to go on in this episode. We might jump in, go through December, which is more selling, January, more selling, and maybe that might be this episode. I think that would be a pretty good episode here. So yeah, that'll jump us into March. I think that's a good, or at least into February. So that is good. You know, if I would have bought that larger tractor, it would go a little bit quicker at least. So yeah, so we're gonna sell canola. As you saw, as we were going through that time lapse, there's 3 full crates, pallets of clothes, which are gonna be nice for us in the May time frame. Still not getting enough wool, but we still have room for about 60 more sheep. I have to check on the cows. I don't know how many cows we have. I don't know if we have any sheep or cows that we have to sell. So that's some of the stuff we'll be doing here in these next few months. All in all, though, we are on the right path. We have money to buy another field. I don't know what field we're going to buy. You know, maybe we'll just have to see. Maybe another tractor will pop in. A smaller 250 horse or so tractor is what we're looking for. Not a 400 horse huge tractor. Now that tractor would be a good tractor for the White Farm playthrough, but unfortunately, this is court. Alright, here we are. Let's go ahead and drop our canola and see what we end up with. So we got 12,314 and then another 1,322 for the environmental score. So that's a good chunk of change for a field that we just really didn't buy it for the crop. We bought it for be able to put field bean in and to, you know, keep Grandpa's dream alive. So, and I think what we might do is we have to figure out what we want to sell on. So in December we have our linseed and our rye to sell. So that's 2 more things we'll be selling. We'll be selling some cheese here in December or January. I don't know. I have to check that again. And we will be having field beans that we're selling in June. So those aren't really helpful for us right now. So we have to decide our plan. We have to come up with a plan. So what I'm going to do is put a worker to drive him. Yeah, he's almost home. So I'm just going to finish this off. Yeah, so we have to come up with a plan. Like, do we want to buy a field? I know we want to rent out that cow pen and start filling that pen up with some cow. That's going to take some silage. So maybe we don't sell silage. We have plenty of hay. So maybe we just do silage on our next cut. Where am I? Still looking to go. Alright, so maybe we will do silage on our next cut. On all of it, even down by the rentable sheep and rentable cows area. And because I'm guessing that to fill up that rentable area for the silage is going to take quite a bit. Now we do have quite a bit. We have currently, let's just go through this way carefully. We take a look. We currently have, those are 25,000 liters per, so we have 100,000 liters. And the cows, I don't have the exact number, but the cows are probably eating almost 8,000, 7,000 liters a day, a month. So that should be a month's worth of food. I'm actually going to pop one of them in here uh, shortly, and then we can take a look at that. These sheep, they have plenty of food. The sheep down here should have plenty of food. Yep, they're full. So I haven't had, I have a bunch of food sitting there for the sheep waiting to be used. There's three more in that shed. For the sheep up here, we have two big things of hay down for the sheep on the other side, and in the storage over here, I think we have 12. I think those are all 25,000 liters. What am I hung up on? There we go. So one thing I noticed about the yard here, I was trying out, like I was telling you, that bale thing that ate my bales. I was trying it over here as well, and it wouldn't work over here. And it also deformed my concrete over here, so I need to smooth this out, or maybe leave it. Maybe it won't be too bad. The lights on. Oh, okay, there. All right, so here we go. Let's try to get this put away. We're gonna grab the mulcher and destroy a tractor. Holy cow! No one saw that. I can just do that. And I just repaired all my equipment last month too. That was quite a. Probably spent about 10 to 12 grand repairing tractors and other equipment that needed some repairing. Um, so yeah, last month was a little pricey. All right, so we're gonna go get. We'll go get the mulcher. We'll have to set it up for mulching. First, let's take a look here. So for Grandpa's plan, what is left to buy is 39, 33, 32, and 34. Dad's plan is to buy this guy, well, to rent this and start filling it with cows so we can build a butter factory over here. So we have our cheese and butter. Um, so, and maybe even another cheese factory over here. Since it seems like we're delivering more than enough milk right now here, once we add all of these cows, if they will milk, I'm still not 100% sure if you can put milkers in this pasture and have them give you milk or not. I don't know for sure. It looked like there was a milk thing, but I don't know. So plans may change quickly. So this costs um, $90,000 for a 2-year lease. And for the record, in March is our 1 year on these two fields. So we have another year left on these before we have to start deducting out some rent. So then if we look at the rest of the Grandpa's plan is these 4 fields here, 92, 162,000, 143,000, and 150,000. So we can't afford a field, cow rental, cows, and a tractor, and building a butter place right now. When we sell off our rye and linseed, we probably won't get enough to afford all of that stuff either yet. But I definitely want to think about doing the cows, or maybe trying to do 90, or what is that? 90, 30 by 30 for the extra grass, buy the cows, rent the cows, and then go from there. We can always put extra milk in here until we have enough money to build the butter. So let me know down below in the comments what you think of that idea. Although if a tractor does come up, if a smaller tractor than this comes up in a secondhand store, we might jump all over it because we do need another tractor. This guy's just way too big. Way too big. It's just too bad because it's 50% off, over 50% off. Ah, oh well. Just let me know down in the comments what you think we should do. We don't really have to rush unless the decision is actually to buy this field. Because if there's crops on it, we want to buy it right before harvest. If there isn't anything on it, we want to buy it so that we can just do a big group of field bean here. But yeah, so let me know. Maybe that's what we do. We buy this for 150,000. Plant all field bean, sell our crops, sell some of our stuff. Hope that we have enough to do the cows. I don't know. So many options. Just let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna do a quick jump cut here, get set up for the mulching. I'll be right back. All right, we are mulching. I'll probably do a lot of this mulching and a time lapse and jump cuts, just because I think more exciting stuff might be the big sell off. Selling everything off because we got to mulch and we have to line. So what I could do is set off a worker and line. No. But I think I'll do a little bit of a time lapse on the mulch, and then we'll jump cut it to do a month jump if the timing on this video. I don't know where we're at in time on this video, so if this video starts to get a little long, probably won't do the big sell off. Just figure out what we will sell off for the big sell off. Go from there. So see you all in a little bit. All right, we're back. January. Yeah, I skipped through December. I sold some straw and did our animal chores. There's really nothing interesting in December. Although January, there's a lot of interesting stuff. We have a lot of bales to sell, and then we have some linseed and rye to sell. So I'm going to jump in here, and we're going to load up some of our sellable goods. Field bean. We'll start with the rye. Let's take a look for rye. So right now, 677 at the grain mill. Remember our farmer friend who bought it because they own that bakery. So I think we'll make a delivery up to them with our rye if I can get out of this parking space. So I'm just gonna back up and try this wide turn here. Just a little tap. That was a bit more than a little tap. Oh, I shouldn't have put that water hose there. All right, so we're gonna go up to the grain mill. We also have to sell the linseed, and then we're gonna sell some alfalfa hay and some silage. And then hopefully that'll give us enough money to buy a field, or to buy a grass field, and also to buy or to rent for 2 years that larger cow pen. And maybe, well, I know we won't have enough left over to buy a tractor, but it'll be close. So let's see if there's anything. Nope. There's a big old cotton harvester that do not need on this map. So I priced out one of the mid-sized Vent 800s with all the stuff we would want on it. I think it was like around 150, 160 or something like that, $1,000 brand new. And if another tractor doesn't pop up in that sellable, usable thing, that might be what we go with, buying a new one. Puts it right in that 250 horsepower range that we definitely. Why am I coming here? Talking and trying to drive at the same time, I get lost. All right. So, but yeah, that Fendt would give us that 250 horsepower tractor right between the 300 in this Massey and the 175. I think that tractor would fit in nicely. What am I hitting? I think things just jump out in front of me and grab me. I don't do it. I'm not the one crashing out. So, but yeah, so once we sell all this grain that we have to sell and our silage and our alfalfa, we'll be in pretty good shape. I think we'll be somewhere around, maybe, I haven't done math or anything like that, so I'm just doing an estimate. And I think it's going to be somewhere around 320, 330,000. And the 2 fields, or the rental of the cow thing is 90 grand. And then one of the grass fields is anywhere from 90 to, or I'm sorry, 100 to like 160,000. So, depending on which one we get. So we're almost up to the grain mill. That's the grain mill, by the way, the wheat mill. Now, I think this is the first time we're actually selling here. Come in carefully. Don't know how tight it is in here. But we will dump our grain, or dump our rye. We'll take all of it. It did. $12,000 for that, plus a $1,300 environmental bonus, which is nice. And I think after seeing that, my estimate is going to be way high because I thought we would have got 20 to 25 for that. So, yeah, I might have to bring that estimate down. We'll see what we get for the linseed and the silage and alfalfa. But I'm going to do a quick jump cut back. And then I'll pick up the linseed, and when we are on our way up to the sell point, I will jump back in. See you in a bit. All right, so the best price for the linseed was up at the garden center, and normally I wouldn't make this long drive, but it was significantly by like $70 better. So we're making the long drive, but it's okay. We'll get there. We'll get paid off our linseed. Now we have a little bit more linseed, so this should come in with a little bit higher dollar amount. But still, I think I have to rethink about, is this really a road? Holy cow, there's like a path here. Where I thought we'd come in. We'll still have enough to do a field and the cows lease. But cows are pricey, so we're going to have to buy a bunch of cows to start filling that thing up. And I haven't even tested yet before the milk, if we can do milk from there. So that is what we'll be doing probably in the next few episodes. Hopefully, everything will work out right, and we'll be able to continue Dad's dream and Grandpa's dream with the money that we make from these harvests. As we come up here on the garden center, some trouble with the snow. Yep, here we are. There we go. All right, so we're tipping. Like I said, we had something like 22,000 liters, 23,000 liters. I think it was around $800 per thousand. And what does that say? It says 18,000 for the linseed and almost 2,000, just under 2,000 for our environmental score. What is our environmental score at? 86. That's not bad. Where are our fields coming in? Why do I not see what our field values are? Yeah, this field's really bringing us down the new field, but that'll come up on the next harvest. All the rest of our fields are looking pretty good. All right, so we'll jump cut back to bales sell to when I have bales off to market. So I will see you all again shortly. I know there's a lot of jump cuts and stuff in this episode, but that's what happens at the end of the year. See you in a bit. All right, so we're on our way up to Pine Creek. That was the best place I could find that would take both types of bales, give a decent price. I don't know if we're going to get 50,000, 60,000 for this, but hopefully we'll get close to that 300 number, which should get us close to the field, the cow pen rental, and some cows to put in it. We also should be okay. I don't know when we'll do that cow pen. Probably won't do that cow pen though, and for a few months, just so that we can get a cut on some of the new grass to get that silage going. But once that stuff is ready, I think that's when we'll kick that off. Which means maybe we'll buy a tractor and the grass field instead of the cow rental. That's an option. That's a choice. Like driving in winter when there's no snow on the ground because you can see through the trees and see where you're going. Yeah, I think this is a good sell-off. Remember, we still have all that field bean in June to sell. That will give us a good jump towards something. We also have cheese that we're going to be selling this month, and we have clothing that we'll be selling in April or May that'll make us a ton of money. So I'm not too worried if we overspend our money at the turn of the year here. If we buy like we don't have to buy that grass field until like March or April when we want to mow it. So maybe we will just buy that tractor. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should we buy the tractor right away and then use like the field bean and the clothing sales to pay for the cow pen and some cows to put in it? Let me know down below in the comments. I think that actually, as I say that, sounds like a better plan, but I might be wrong. So please let me know. And we're here. Let's see what we're going to get for these 12 bales. Oh, look at that. We got 66,000 for the silage, 6,800 for some bales, and then we got pretty good environmental score. Oh, and we still have 2 bales left on it. Holy cow. There we go. There's 10 grand more. Look at that. Did everything go in? Wow, we did hit that 300. We hit 342. Wow, those bales really bailed us out. Pun intended there. We are really in a good money position now. I think we're going to buy that tractor. And we're going to hold off on buying everything else until we can mow the grass and then see where we're at. But with that, I think I'm going to just do this real quick so y'all can watch. So this is what I was thinking about buying. I have this beautiful mod here. It's a Fendt 800 somewhere. Okay, I lied. I don't have, here it is. Sorry, Fendt 800. I'm thinking if we push it to 245, right in that 250 range, horsepower, beacon lights, of course, PTO, sensor, the Fendt blue I like, and then I missed the tire wheel setup. Here we go. We want to go wheel weights, and it comes in at 120,000. I think we're going to buy this. However, I am going to give another month for a tractor to show up in here, but that is what we are going to buy starting next episode if another tractor doesn't show up in here. So we're going to buy that tractor, a grass field, and then once we can fill that cow pen with some silage, we will lease that cow pen and start pulling cows. Whew, I'm exhausted. All right. I think with that, though, I'll leave the video right here. Just want to say thank you for watching. If you are enjoying this video, please give that thumbs up a click. If you enjoy the content on this channel, please subscribe. And as always, comment down below your thoughts on what path we should take next. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a great rest of your day. Goodbye.